Behind the scenes. Here we go. Literally behind the
Caleb Meyer here, writer, director, and even actor for the short film Always. So obviously with this piece we're trying to go for a very different feel than our last one, A Newer Hope. And I wanted to take on the challenge of writing a dramatic film, which is also for the most part a silent film. Now one of the troubles for writing this piece was when you didn't have any dialogue to drive the story, it was mostly driven through various shots of inserts and close-ups and the like. And in writing a script for it, I realized that it really didn't work at all to just type out things that were happening, like Charles walks over here, Charles walks over there, Charles picks this up, Charles sets this down. So what I did was I actually took the music that I selected for the piece and broke it up into where the beat hit and I wanted there to be an individual shot. And then in doing that, I also wrote down what kind of shots I wanted to go there to drive the story so that I could get it all lined out before shooting it. And then I went to the location, figured out how I wanted to set it up, took pictures of where I wanted each shot to take place. And then after that I was able to just put it together, and I feel like it really did bring out the emotional intensity that I wanted it to have by just using those shots that I had written out. So obviously I wanted there to be a strong resemblance between the actors for Charles and young Charles so as not to take the audience out of the moment that is the flashback scene with all its emotional intensity. So I actually cast my grandfather for the role of Charles and myself for the role of young Charles. So one of my favorite things about this film was just being able to see the characters that I had written come to life. It's a lot different when you see them on paper versus when you see them in the finished product of the film. And I think the actors just did a phenomenal job in bringing across the emotion and just bringing a human touch to each of these characters. So one of the locations we chose for this film was Knight's Ferry, which we picked for the flashback scene. It's just a very beautiful, natural location, which could also have an older feel for a time like the 40s or 50s where the characters were set for the flashback. And it also had a lot of landmarks around, such as the river, which I felt worked very well for some of the shots, as well as paths that had grass by them for some really nice shots. And then also some of the rocks, which we used to set the picnic on, and I think it just turned out very well. So all in all, I'm just very proud with how the film came out and establishing the emotional connection between the characters and the audience. And I think the cast and crew did an amazing job in everything that went into this film, and I definitely look forward to shooting the next one. Okay, we're good.
That's a wrap? Like a complete wrap?
Wrap!
We did it!